Hi guys, it's your boy CryptoJX today. Um, Last week, all right, we got a couple of airdrops and in the weeks before as well. So airdrop has been coming in from different projects in the crypto space, and today we're going to be looking at how you can get Zksync Airdrop. Although some people feel like, oh, Zksync has been on for more than a year, they likely have taken their snapshot for their users, but I will show you today that that is not actually possible yet because of the new developments in the space and some other new projects they are adding to the community. So we believe that those snapshots have not yet been taken. So in this video, you will see what projects you need to interact with for you to be able to qualify for the highly expectant Zksync airdrop. Now, before I go there, for newbies who don't understand why we do this, all right, for some people, airdrop hunting is about clicking some Telegram bot links and gathering some shit coins which are actually irrelevant or which cannot be traded. All right, but for those who understand what we call airdrop hunting, you understand that every project in the crypto space, every coin you see in the crypto space is actually a project of its own, right? And every project goes through virtually 4 different phases, all right? It goes from the devnet to testnet to mainnet and then to the token generation event, all right? So when developers are building a new project in the crypto space, they need a community to help them to be able to interact with what they are building in order to test, the efficiency, okay? So from that devnet phase, all right, and testnet phase, these are times where people interact with with these new blockchains, okay, using either test tokens like test Ethereum or test BNB. It all depends on the network they are building on, all right. So from the testnet phase, they are likely going to reward everyone who helped them to test, the blockchain that they are building, all right. And then when it goes to mainnet, okay, people still use real money to test this network with them. So at the end of the day, the only way they can say thank you to everyone who have spent money, all right, spend some money, okay, to pay for fees in order to test their network is to reward them with an airdrop, all right, which actually run into thousands of dollars, depending on how valued the project is. So that is why we do what we do, all right? So if you're a newbie and your concept of airdrop has always been, clicking some fake bots and getting some shit coins that are not useful, then I believe this video will help you change your mind. All right, so I'm going to take you into a couple of an example of what airdrop looks like. I talked about ETAFI and I talked about ETAFI loyalty points, how you can earn ETAFI loyalty points and Egin layer points simply by staking some Ethereum. All right, so if you staked some Ethereum based on that video, you're likely gonna get an airdrop. All right, so this airdrop was released and I'd like to show what I got. If you go to claim.eta.fi, all right, and you connect your wallet, okay, you make sure you connect the right EVM wallet, the same wallet that you used, all right, in your staking. So if I scroll down, for instance, you can see this is ETAFI order benefit, all right. So if you staked some Ethereum like I advised, there's chances that you're qualified for, this airdrop, all right? So I got about 175 ETA.5, all right? So this happened on the 18th of March, okay, before it was listed on Binance. And now let's go to Binance and check the current price. Okay, so if we go to Binance, one sec, I'm gonna get that. Okay, so let's go to Binance. And when you come to Binance, you just check for ETH finance. All right, so as you can see, even though the price have dropped a little, okay, it went all the way to $7. I mean, up to about $8 thereabout. Okay, so it went all the way to about 8.5, $8.6. All right, and now it retraced back to $5.5. I actually sold a couple of mine. So now I got 175. So if you do your maths and you times 175 times 175.1, okay, times the current price, it's $5.5. That is if you didn't sell earlier. That's about $963. Yes, free money, very free. All you needed to do was to stake some ETH on this platform. So that's almost $1,000 there. Very free. You don't have to do so much for it. Just stake and watch it grow. So that is an example of what Airdrop does, okay? And aside that too, I also did a video that if you staked some coins on Kepler, okay, you are likely going to qualify for Airdrop as well. I did a video about it in my previous video. So everyone who staked Osmosis, Injective, Atom, on a Prism validator, you got an airdrop. So a few days ago, Prism gave an airdrop to everyone who have used, their validator. All right. And that's an airdrop. Prism token is about 1 billion. Okay. And for each $1 you staked on their validator, you're getting 10 prisms. All right. So that is huge, guys. So these are some of the things to talk about airdrops. So airdrops are, supporting real-time projects achieve their aim in the crypto space, and you get rewarded at the end of the day. All right. I hope that mindset is already changed. Because of time, I will not be able to show you so many other airdrops that we've gotten so far. But before I close this part, I would like to show you one more. All right. So this came just yesterday or thereabout. Okay. You can see. So this is an airdrop that was gotten simply for, for staking Atom, Osmosis, Juno, TIA. So if you staked any of this token, you might quickly go and check because I think it's expiring on the 3rd, okay, which is today, okay? So this is what we'll talk about airdrop. It's no joke, guys. But today, I'll be showing you how you can qualify for Zksync airdrop, all right? So let's dive into Zksync. So what is Zksync? All right. The goal of Zksync is to scale up Ethereum technology and its values. All right. So Zksync is a layer 2 protocol that scales Ethereum with cutting edge ZK tech. All right. According to them, their mission is not to only increase Ethereum's throughput, okay, but to fully preserve the values of Ethereum, the fundamental values of Ethereum, all right, which is freedom, self-sovereignty, and decentralization. Now, one thing you need to note is whenever a project is talking about decentralization, they're actually talking about, releasing a token, okay, that is associated with their project or that defines their project. Always pay close attention to that, all right? So now, hyperscalability, the end game. Now, to meet Web3 exponential demand, blockchains need to what? Scale like the internet, processing an unlimited number of transactions without a marginal impact on security or cost. Okay, so we call this property hyperscalability, and this is the ultimate goal of what? Of ZK Stack. So Zksync is a very big project in the crypto space. If you've been in this space for some time, you would know that this project has gone through the testnet phase, which lasted over a year plus. Okay, and now they launched their mainnet as well, but they are still reintroducing new projects. According to some people, they believe that Zksync is late for you to get involved because it started over a year ago. But with my little research, I think it is still early to come in, especially between now and the next 2 months. So you don't want to sit on the fence. You want to engage on this project because, I mean, this is a very huge project that may actually bless you with thousands of dollars. All right. So let's look at the reason why I think Zksync is still not too late if you're yet to engage. Okay. So before then, I'll go to show us part of some of the few projects that are associated with Zksync, which you need to interact with in order for you to, increase your on-chain activities and likely qualify for this airdrop. Now, if you go to DeFi Llama and click on chains and you select Zksync Era, you will see that so far, almost about $165 million, $0.92 million, all right, is already locked on the Zksync Era ecosystem. Okay. And if you check below, you will see protocols or projects that are associated with Zksync. You can see we have SyncSwap, we have ZeroLand, we have Koi Finance, we have ZK Finance, we have Velcore. All right. So I'm going to touch a few of these projects, but all these projects you see are associated with Zksync. But you don't really have to interact with all of them. You can just pick the first ones, the first 5 or the first 10, all right, and make sure you engage with them. Okay, so aside this, we're going to look at another reason why Zksync is still very much early. And I'll begin with this project here. Zksync has a layer 3, which we call the hyperchain. I think I'll be able to get to show that. One sec, not this one. Okay, so yeah, so this is Zksync layer 3. So this Zksync layer 3 makes it easy for you to build your own decentralized application on top of Zksync chain. Okay, so you can actually build your own, your own protocol very easily on this dApp. So now we are going to talk about a project on this particular layer 3, which is quite very early, and that is GRVT. So GRVT is a project which is directly sponsored by MATLABs. Okay, now MATLABs haven't really invested in any other crypto project. So this is the first crypto project that MATLABs have actually invested in. Okay, so according to this project, it said trade on the next generation hybrid exchange. So this is going to be a hybrid exchange, meaning both SEX and DX. Okay, this is a very good project. All you need to do here is to join the waitlist. And if you want to join the waitlist, it's simply very easy. I'm going to drop a couple of codes on the description box. Okay, you can see over 2 million people, 2.5 million, 2,153,000 people have actually, joined the wait list. Okay, even though this is still a new project. Okay, you can create a business account if you want to trade on behalf of a business. If you want to trade on your own, you can simply create a personal account here. And to create this personal account is going to ask you for a more like a reference code. Okay, and that reference code is actually limited. All right, so I'm going to drop a couple of them. If you're lucky, you can use one of them to get on board. If all the codes are exhausted, you can simply go to Twitter and check on GRVT's Twitter handle, and you will see people posting some of these links, some of these codes that you can use as well. All right, but first of all, check the description box. So this is the first project we believe if you interact with, you're likely going to qualify for Zksync Airdrop, because this is built on Zksync layer 3, and it's the only project that is directly invested on by MATLAB. As you can see, it's going to be a decentralized, it's going to be a hybrid exchange. Okay, a high-tech hybrid exchange. All right, so while we wait for this to unveil, I'm going to take you to the next project. Okay, so the next one we're going to be looking at is this project here known as Zksync.exchange. So Zigzag is the only project launched on Zksync Lite. Okay, Zksync Lite is the first version of Zksync before they upgraded to more like the testnet version. Okay, before they upgraded to Zksync era itself. All right, so all you need to do when you come to Zksync Lite is to start trading. Click on start trading, and then place a couple of trades. You can even decide to bridge something. Okay, you just need to connect your MetaMask. Once you get here on the top right, you will see connect. Okay, once you click on connect, you can connect your MetaMask. Okay, once you connect your MetaMask, all you need to do is either you buy or sell. Okay, and you can also bridge as well. Bridging simply means you're moving some Ethereum to Zksync mainnet. So if you already have some Ethereum connected on your MetaMask, just enter the amount you want to move, and then you proceed, and then you swap. So once you carry out this activity, you have registered your EVM or your wallet on this particular platform. So this is Zksync Lite, and this is the only project associated with Zksync Lite. So you need to interact with this platform for you to further increase your active participation on the Zksync ecosystem. All right, so the next one we're going to be looking at also is light.zksync.io. Yes, this is this is Zksync Lite itself. Okay, this is before you get to the other previous platform. So what you need to do, click on Ethereum or Wallet Connect or Agent Wallet, which is Stacknet compatible, but Ethereum wallet is best. You click on Ethereum, you connect your MetaMask. Once you have your MetaMask connected, you can simply top up, if you don't have enough ATH, okay, you can add some ATH and just create a transfer. Okay, so when you create this transfer, you can transfer some ATH from my ETH mainnet to Zksync Ethereum. All right, so I already did this before, so I don't want to do it again. So why are we showing you all this? To simply register your wallet address. Okay, because that is your identity on these ecosystems, on these dApps, all right, which is associated with Zksync. So you can come to Zksync Lite and move some Ethereum as well. Okay, from the Ethereum mainnet to Zksync Ethereum. All right, so when you do that, you have actually interacted here. You can go to Zigzag, like I said. Zigzag is the only dApp launched on this, Zksync Lite. Okay, so the next one we will look at now is Zksync portal. Okay, you can look at the URL portal.txsync.io. I'm gonna drop the link to all these platforms on the description box so you can interact with them, easily. So this particular portal, all you need to do is to send and receive. You can decide to send some Ethereum from Zksync Era mainnet, or from Ethereum mainnet, or Zksync Lite mainnet. All right. So when you click on any of them, you enter the address you want to send to, and then initiate a transaction. Okay. So once you do that, you've actually interacted with this ecosystem. Okay. So you can go to TX Bridge as well. And on TX Bridge, so you simply enter the address that you want to bridge with. Okay. And then you complete the bridge. Okay. So that being said, you can go to ecosystem for you to be able to explore more ecosystem. So when you go to this ecosystem, these are ecosystems associated with Zksync. All right. So if you scroll down a bit, you can see a couple of them that you can interact with. Okay. So this interacting with these few projects here, is likely going to help you increase your on-chain transaction activity and qualify you for Zksync Airdrop. This is still very much new, guys. So you can see 1inch network is here. This is D-Mail, which is a high-powered decentralized messaging infrastructure. So with D-Mail, you can send a message to any MetaMask. You can send a message to any Ethereum wallet address, just like you're sending a normal mail. Okay, you can initiate a mail from this platform to your Gmail, or to your, I know of Gmail because I've used Gmail. Okay, so this helps you to send messages in a decentralized way. I'm talking about D-Mail. All right, and this is associated, okay, with Zksync. And one good thing about these projects is, as you interact with individual of these projects, okay, in a bid to, increase your on-chain transaction for the potential Zksync airdrop, you are also likely going to get airdrops from these individual projects, because they are also building their ecosystem on Zksync. Okay, now if you look down below, you can see some trending projects like, Interport Finance, ZK Swap Finance. You just need to swap. Izumi Finance is where you can, also swap as well. You can also, bridge and add some little liquidity. Okay. Now, this is Host Station. So these are projects that are trending on the Zksync network, which you can interact with, okay, to help you qualify for, the Zksync airdrop. Okay, so if we go to DeFi Llama and check some of the list of projects here, we'll see there's SyncSwap here, there's Zero Lend, all right, there's Coffee Finance. So like I said earlier, there's also Velocore, okay, which is what I like to, interact with as well. So if you look at the first projects, the first 1 to 10, let's just put it the first 1 to 10, all right, and you interact with this first 1 to 10, you are likely going to increase your chances of getting a Zksync airdrop, combined with everything that I've showed you so far. Okay, so if you go to Zksync is going to open up for you other platforms that you need to also interact with as well. So this is SyncSwap. Let me go back again for those who didn't see it well. So this is SyncSwap. All right, I'm going to SyncSwap right now. I think I have it already opened. So when you go to SyncSwap, you have your home page. Okay, it gives you options of what you want to interact with. In this case, I want to trade. So if you want to trade, here you can swap. Just come to SyncSwap. SyncSwap is one of the biggest bridge protocol on Zksync. Is the biggest in terms of, I think, even in terms of value, total value locked, in terms of TVL. Okay, Zksync SyncSwap is the biggest. Okay, so SyncSwap is a major consideration for Zksync airdrop. So if you haven't interacted with SyncSwap, you need to go do that. So you simply come to trade. All right, make sure you connect your wallet. Like I always say, connect your wallet. It's definitely going to be your EVM wallet. Okay, you can choose your MetaMask, connect your Ethereum wallet, and you can move some funds from Ethereum mainnet to your Zksync Ethereum. Now, when you're here, you click on trade. On trade, you can swap some Ethereum to USDC or to any other token that you like. So once you do that swapping, you've actually, transacted, and, you've registered your EVM on this portal. After then, you can go to the pool, click on pools, and pick a very simple pool. It could be ETH USDCE, or it could be ETH USDC, which is, very easy. So ETH ETH USDC. Okay, it means you need to also use platforms like Owilto, for instance, or Symbiosis. You can use it to swap some of your Ethereum on your in your Zksync to USDC on the same Zksync. Then you can come to the pool and choose Ethereum USDC and add some liquidity pools to it. Okay, so after you finish that, you go to Bridge. So if you come to Bridge on SyncSwap, all right, it's going to show you a couple of bridges which are associated with Zksync, all right? So as you can see here, it said, enjoy faster, cheaper, and more efficient transactions with the future-proof ZK EVM, all right? So these are ZK EVM compatible bridges, okay? So now if you haven't been interacting with any of these bridge, you need to start interacting with them. You can bridge on Rhino.finance, Orbital.finance. After I did a video on Orbital.finance, Orbital Finance, okay, how you can earn points simply by bridging, on Orbital Finance. Symbiosis is very great, bridge, okay. So this is where you can actually move different coins and tokens from different chain to another. Very, very flexible. All right. XY Finance, Owilto, also very loud. Okay. So try and interact, even layer swap as well. You need to interact with these bridges, just bridge something. Okay. Move some Ethereum on Zksync, maybe move it to Base. All right. And then places like Symbiosis, you can move your USDC on that. You can move your Ethereum or under your Base network to USDC under Arbitrum network. So it's that flexible. So once you interact with these platforms, you are likely going to qualify for Zksync Airdrop because all these bridges are associated with Zksync. Okay, so for the sake of time, we're not going to be looking at all of the projects, but I believe with what I've showed you so far, you can actually, get started. This is very serious, guys. That's why I took my time to kind of explain to us what airdrop really means, because for most newbies, they are still yet to understand why people take airdrops very seriously. Okay, so airdrop is actually where you can make thousands of dollars simply by doing very simple tasks, helping new crypto projects build their network, helping them interact with their, with their ecosystem or their platforms, and then get rewarded at the end of the day. So aside what I've showed you, like I said, you can come to DeFi Llama. Make sure you interact with at least 10, from 1 to 10, these top 10 projects. Make sure you interact with them and register your EVM. And with this, I'm sure you are likely going to qualify, for Zksync airdrop, okay, which is coming. I mean, it's very close. It could be next month, it could be next 2 months. All right. So, but based on what I've showed you, we believe that there is still time for you to interact. Okay. At least, even if you don't get something from the testnet, okay, you can at least get something, no matter how small it is. Okay. Once it's free money, it's not small. Okay. So to round up this particular video, okay, because of our time, I'm going to end it by saying you need to get your proof of humanity done, okay, because your proof of humanity is likely going to be a prerequisite for you to be able to get any EVM related airdrops. So proof of humanity is what shows that you are a real human and you're not a robot. Okay, so very soon most EVM associated airdrops is going to be disqualifying users based on their proof of humanity, because they don't want to be giving out free money to robots. Okay, they want to give out free money to human beings who have actually engaged by themselves. All right, so all you need to do is go to linear, just type linear proof of humanity. Okay, if you type linear proof of humanity on Google, it's going to on google.com. all right, it's going to bring you to this particular page. You can also look at the URL. I'll drop it down below as well. You can connect your wallet, choose your MetaMask. Okay, once you connect your MetaMask, okay, now it's going to ask you to complete a couple of tasks for you to prove that you are human. All right, so for me to continue with this process, I'll simply click on JIT Passport. Okay, so when you click on JIT Passport, I'm going to sign in using my MetaMask. All right, so although the requirements for you to get your proof of humanity is to at least have a score of 20 and above. Okay, so I'm going to connect. All right, so as you can see, I've got my proof of humanity up to 26%, up to 26.9. all right, and the default pass, as you can see here, if you read closely here, it tells you the current passing threshold is 20. So if you're expecting airdrops from Zksync, Linear, or any other EVM related airdrops that will be requiring you to connect your MetaMask, getting your score, getting your proof of humanity score above 20 is very important, guys. I'm going to drop the link to all these platforms. Make sure you get your to get your score, you need to simply do some of these basic tasks here. Okay, you need to fulfill some of these conditions. Some of them you just need to, for instance, here you need to confirm if you have a Coinbase account, for instance. Okay, you can get some 1.3 points. Okay, if you have a GitHub account, you can get some points. If you have a Twitter account, you can get some points. If you have a Discord account, you can also get some points as well. All right, so so there are a couple of tasks you just complete here, and then you get your proof of humanity score above 20. Okay, for you to be able to be on the safer side on these airdrops. Okay, so Zksync Airdrop is big, and we're expecting it. I believe if you interact with everything I've talked about here, all right, you're likely going to qualify for this airdrop in the next coming months. Okay, so that being said, to round up this video, I would like to also state that if everything we've talked about here is absolutely new to you, don't worry. Many of us started from this level. Okay, Rome wasn't built in a day. You just need to do what? Get the right training that can help you build your foundation for you to be able to take advantage of these opportunities, guys. So this is where the world is going. The world's financial system is going decentralized, and you can't talk about decentralization without talking about blockchain and cryptocurrencies. That is why you see huge projects emerging in the space. So we're going into a world where virtually everything we do now manually, we're going to be doing it digitally. So companies are moving their company services on the blockchain for transparency, for security, and so many other reasons. So you cannot sit on the fence. So blockchain and cryptocurrency is something you can't just shy away about. Okay, so if you want to take advantage of this opportunity, a link is down there below. You can join Zksync Crypto Academy and then begin as a beginner, even if you are unbanked, like you don't have anything to do with banking, right? We are here for you. Okay, so you can start as a beginner. Once you can read and write, all right, we'll show you from the beginning. You learn from the scratch as a beginner until your foundation becomes very strong, and then you can begin to make money in this space. All right, so I'm gonna draw the curtain here, and I hope to see you on the next one. If you like this video, subscribe and share this video so others can be able to see it. That's the only way you can contribute, nothing more. Thank you so much for your time, and have a nice day. Bye.